Hello, everybody. Welcome to KirinoCast. This is my episode number 5, and today I have Vitor here with me. Vitor is a civil engineer who decided to not to follow his career as an engineer, but he decided to jump from engineering to marketing, and he became an expert in two fields. Well, more than two, but most of them growth and PLG, which he's going to explain to us what that is. And along his career, he began as a growth and marketing analyst, and he went to growth manager, senior growth analyst, head of marketing, senior product manager, product lead, and way more. So it's a huge career to share with us. Today, he is not only a senior product manager, but he's also a mentor at, if I'm not wrong, IFTL is one of the companies that Vitor works for. Vitor, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. And my first question to you is, what is growth?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be part of this project. Well, growth in the area I've been working for, it's a area or a process. I don't have in the area we don't have like a way to explain because sometimes for me it's a something, for other person it's another way. But imagine you have a company and you have a area that is responsible for create a process or use technology to help your company grow. Like if you have like a software, you need to grow your user base. If you have like e-commerce, you need to increase your revenue from this e-commerce. So you have an area that use some kind of process technologies or in mindset in order to help your company grow. It's this is the topic that I've
Definition.
been working for. Yeah, the definition.
Okay. And is growth always linear? Is it exponential? How is it?
Yeah, in my experience in the technology or things like that, the growth we tend to experience is more exponential. Or like we try to figure it out how to create a model that we can use to create this growth, exponential growth. So imagine a situation that I can say like an example for both of types. Like if you have a linear growth, you have like a funnel. Like you have a certain person, like you reach 1,000 person people, and these people going to buy. Like someone in this group is going to buy your product. So like 1,000 or less than 1,000, like you can create more than 1,000. But in the growth area, when you try to figure out how to create a exponential growth, you try to see that as a loop. Like I have a person that can use your product, and this person, when they are using your product, they can invite someone to use the product as well, and this person can use the product that can invite someone, and you can create like a growth loop, as we said, that someone that you brought your product can bring one or more person or more people into your product, so you can reach this kind of exponential growth. So yeah, you can use the both sides. You can combine that. Uh, Depends on the strategy or the type of product you've been working on. But in the technology, the main goal is how to create exponential growth, because they want to grow like in 1 year, 2 years, they want to reach 1,000, like 100,000 million reais. I don't know, like they need to reach those kinds of number, because this is the kind of game in the tech area.
Okay. So growth is only applied for tech companies, not personal life.
No, we can use as personal life as well. There is a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck. She talked about mindset, and the main goal is you have two kind of mindset. You can go from I guess it's fixed mindset, that is someone that face problem as a problem, they don't see as an opportunity, or you can see the benefits from failure or things like that. And when you have a growth mindset, in your essential, like, you can work your life as an experiment. Like, I want to do that, I can do that, I will examine this experience. Like, I don't know, like, for example, I want to join the company, I can go to that company and see what happened there. Imagine like 3 6 months, if after that you can diagnose your experience and then learn from failures. Like, I don't like this company because my boss is very toxic. Okay, how do you learn, how you can learn from that experience? Okay, I can learn that in that way, I can deal with him in that way, I can run this kind of meeting, or I need just to go to another company, and before going to another company I need to interview my boss just to see if they don't have uh, toxic, um, I don't know, like things like that. So you can see everything as an opportunity to learn and grow. So we can use this kind of process of experiment just to check it out your experiences and see if you can learn from that or keep pushing and growing from that area. So
Okay,
yeah,
sounds
everyone,
nice.
yeah, in growth, there is a topic that everyone say, like, growth is a mindset, it's not an area, it's not a tactic, it's not a blah blah blah. But this growth mindset came from this book. I really recommend this book because this book opened my mind about that.
It's called Mindset,
Yeah,
right?
mindset. Yeah,
From who is the author?
Carol Dweck.
Karen Dweck. Karen Dweck. Nice. I will Karen Dweck. I will leave the book here. So if my audience wants to buy and read the book, I will leave a link. Everybody can buy in Amazon. Today it's just easy to buy anything you want
Yeah,
through any tech company. Nice. And in theory, it sounds really easy and simple to apply. But when it comes to application, how much work does it involve in both areas, like in both fields, either professional in your professional life and also in your personal life?
okay. So talking growth in the professional way, like, uh, it's I usually say, like, it's simple to do, but it's not easy because when you're working in a company, in scale up company, that this kind of company that want to grow faster uh, than others, the main challenge is to keep everyone at the same page, at the same growth model, and try to make everyone in your in the put people in their spots to help the company grow. So the problem, the the main challenge is how which kind of technology we need to use to make everyone at the same tape at the same moment, uh, how to collect data into this world. Like, I have Facebook, Meta, Google, my platform, data for everywhere. So I need to collect this data and try to create a, I don't know, like a storytelling about that and make everyone knows the results. So it's simple, but it's very hard to apply because tech is that kind of a shit. Like, you have a lot of process, you have a lot of people that they have their idea of growth. So my in my experience, the challenge I've working on was more political one than the operational things, like, or create I don't know, like create an ads in meta ads. It's very easy to do that, but it's very hard to connect that with your CRM. That CRM connects with your software. So create this whole like structure. It's very hard. Uh, in the personal way, I guess the main challenge is to keep optimistic. Like
Optimistic.
sometimes you go to be that guy like you're going to judge someone, you're going to complain someone, you don't want to have learnings. Okay, these things happens with me, so this is a kind of learn. No man, this is a shit happened with me. I'm very upset with that. So it's hard to keep your mindset stronger enough to bypass these problems. So as we were talking about, like it's very good to have a ecosystem with people, a network, a healthy network to help you see things that you don't want to see because you're, I don't know, sometimes you're mad, you're hurt, but sometimes you need someone to, "Oh, man, shit happens, try to learn from there, don't do that the same problem, don't do the same error again, and try to move to the next level." Yeah.
Got it. Well, sounds
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah.
Um, and you began your marketing journey since when you left university. How was the decision of finishing engineering and not being an engineer, go straight to marketing? And yeah, how was that process?
Man, I can see as with two point of views. Like the first one was like more I need to make money and I don't have a job. So where can I find a job as an engineer but not working with a civil engineer? Because at that time Brazil was facing were facing the worst political and corruption problem in the civil in construction
Industry.
area in the
Yeah.
civil industry. So I didn't have a chance to join the area again, and at the same time I need to make money because I didn't have money in job, right? uh, and I see an opportunity as a digital marketing because at that time digital marketing was a new thing that was more the data informed tactical or operational marketing. So you needed to learn how to deal with data, how to manage data, how to create models, how to interpret data. And as an engineer, if you have this skill or not, as an engineer, everyone thought like, okay, you're an engineer, like so you know numbers, right? Yeah. So let's do that. You can do our paid media, please, and check it out if you're doing good, the metrics and things like that. Oh, so I saw an opportunity as an engineer to work in a new area. That data was a thing, and as engineer, we are used to be good with numbers. In the other side, I faced a family problem because uh, my university was a paid one, so my dad paid my university. So as a good child, like I don't want to to leave my career that my dad paid my university. Like my dad was upset with me when I decided to go to digital marketing, and my brothers they said used to say like, okay, this is a good job just to make money, but don't stop trying to find a job, a real job. They said like, you need a real job, stop doing that
So
shit.
marketing for them wasn't a real job.
Yeah, like email marketing, paid media is not a job for real. You study for 5 years, you need to be a civil engineer. Like Okay, I know that, but I don't have I don't have opportunity. And when I started with digital marketing, I really enjoyed to work with that because it was really easy to do and analyze data and create models and try to figure out uh, opportunities to grow. And we, as an engineer, was easy to create that model, work with data, Google Sheets, Excel, or things like that. So I felt like, okay, maybe I'm like a star player here in this area because I know data. No one in marketing area know data. So maybe I can create a good career here. So I was enjoying my career, but this side of my side, my family side, they didn't work with me in the short term, like in the beginning. But yes, it was hard in the beginning.
Now, how was your mental state, psychologically speaking? How were you in the beginning of the process, having them not on your side?
Yeah. In the beginning, at the beginning, it's like I tried to push more than I needed, like to grow faster in the company that I've been working for. Like, okay, I know in that area, in startup area, we can grow faster as a professional. Like, if the company grows, we can grow with them. So my mission was like, okay, I have a year to double my salary and have a good life than I had before. Make more money than my brothers. Like, okay, maybe my job is a good one because we use it to use money as a, I don't know, like a
A
trophy.
KPI?
Yeah, the KPI of a good job, right? Like I try to create this model in my mind, but after like a year, they stopped to to talk about that because they saw me happy with the job and I'm growing with the job, so they stopped with that. And I never talked with them like, man, you remember when you say I needed a real job? Like, maybe I didn't need to do that, right? Like, I just needed to keep pushing, working, and try to create a good career. Yeah.
Nice. And in the beginning of the new chapter, I think you you were working as for an engineering company, and then you stopped, and then you decided to jump into marketing. How was the beginning of the new chapter, financially speaking?
Yeah. Financially speaking, my first job, I I had a paycheck almost the same as a intern, like a civil intern.
That's why they told you to get a real job.
Yeah, maybe it was that. I made like 2,000 reais per month in the first job with
Fuck.
just five with VR, like things for meal and things like that. Uh, and my when we were studying in civil engineering degree, like I just for me, like personally, I thought like I'm going to go to the market and like, I don't know, make 700 800,000
10.
like a 10. Okay, but now I'm doing 2K months. So it was hard, but I know like, okay, maybe this is the beginning. I was making nothing, like, because I didn't have a job, so 2K was a good money. And I know that in 6 12 months, I could increase that value if the company grows. And it was what happened. Like, I could change my job, and then the next job I could make more money. Like, I triple my salary, and then, okay, maybe now 6K. It's a good number. Like, now I can go slow. I can slow my pace and try to create my career. But in the first year, I had this problem. Like, if I like, did I do the best choice? Like, I don't know. Maybe I need to go to the civil engineer again. I don't know. But uh, that's it. Like the beginning was hard, and just not was hard not just because of the salary. Was hard because I just left the uni and I didn't want to stud, but um, as join a new area, I needed to learn what it was digital marketing, sales, things like that. So I studied a lot again. So bought a lot of books, courses, doing things that I maybe in the uni I studied less than I studied when I joined this new area, just because I was working and I liked what I'm studying, right? So this is the my beginning was like I need to study. I was not very good with that, and the money I needed to work to make more.
Oh,
Like,
well, the good thing is that now in your new chapter, you were studying and working with the same thing, right? It probably
yeah,
helped you because you were studying through your books, through the courses, and you were applying in your job. So you were actually learning as well, learn as you go, and
yeah, like by
applying
doing
them
as well.
up. They're learning by doing. And at university, you were just studying and not actually applying, which is
Yeah,
not the main, not the best way to learn something. When you apply something that you are learning theoretically and you apply that in the real market and see how it works with others, because the most important thing is actually see how your idea or your project or everything that you do is going to perform in the real world
yeah,
with people from different areas with different fields as well.
yeah. In the civil engineering area, like I I try to work with uh I don't know how can I say that in English, but in that area you've been working for so far, like concrete calculation or structure calculation. I really enjoyed that kind of class, but in the moment, it was very hard to find internship for that kind of job. Like, they didn't hire interns for that, like, or sometimes they just hire someone from public university. Okay, you're from FA, like, okay, for this kind of job, we just want to work with someone from UNESP or USP or something like that. uh, so I never found an opportunity to work with someone that I really enjoy in the civil area and try to learn and apply at the same time as I do that for now in my job.
So even studying in a good Brazilian university, you had to face this university barrier in the market,
Yeah. Specifically in this area, in the when you're talking
structural
about
engineering.
structural engineering, I remember that I went for a interview job, like a job interview, sorry, and then they saw my university, like, oh, okay, you're from FaZe, sorry. And they said in my
Fuck
face,
you.
like, okay, sorry, but for this area, for structure area, we liked to work with someone study who studies in UNESP or USP or some public university. Okay, I said, why? For like, I don't know why. They said, okay, I don't know. It's someone, I guess the owner of the company went from this kind of uni, and then I needed to go home. But yeah, answering your question, maybe even I studied in a good school in Brazil. Sometimes I face this uni problem, like, okay, you're from particular one, so we just want to work with someone from public universities.
Wow. And I don't know you, but what I saw in the market was that everybody was saying that that the university that we studied was good, and any company would like to have professionals from that university, which was not the truth.
Yeah, but there's a point. Like, as an engineer working with marketing, or someone from other uh, class, like production engineering or things like that, our university was very strong. Like, I went for a company that they saw that I was engineer from FAE. They said, okay, maybe this kind, you're a good guy because we know FAE is not easy. So maybe you faced a huge challenge there, but it was not work. It was not for to work with engineering. It was work to digital marketing. So I guess FAE, our university has a good name.
Name.
Yeah, but for civil engineer, maybe we had not a good name yet. Like, yeah, not, for now I don't know, but at that moment,
5 years ago.
5 years ago, I guess we didn't have a good name yet.
Okay. And as an engineer working with marketing, how important is Excel? You mentioned about Excel and also Google Sheets. Um, what do you do? What do you need? And how does it help you?
Man, I can say that with a huge properly that Excel makes me uh, a different professional, like, because s- we as a user, like a power user from Excel, it's kind of easy to create a table and manage data, create a pivot table to analyze some data. It's like just one click, then okay, I have the analysis that I want to. But man, in my experience, I can count in in my hand how many people that can do that, like to analyze a fucking data, like to structure a table in Excel. It's very very hard to see a good person that knows how to create a formula in Excel. Like, it's seems like easy, but I can say like 90% of the people that I've been working for, they don't know how to use Excel. Like, if you know Excel, you're a very different person. It's like English for Brazilians. Like, if you know English in Brazil, you're like, you can be here, but you know English, you are here. Like, because not just because you know English, but you can access uh, materials in English that this person would not have the chance. Like, you can have the knowledge that these people won't be won't don't have the access. Like, so the Excel is almost the same in my area or any area of data. Like, so if you don't know how to use Excel, please get a course and try to use it, because make me a different
Professional.
professional. Yeah.
And do you
Yeah.
use VBA or
No, the main use case is like my routine with data analysis is I go to the database from my software or things like that. I can use SQL or this kind of language. I can create a spreadsheet. I use this spreadsheet into my Excel or Google Sheets. And what I 90% of my job is to create a pivot table and see accumulative data. Like, okay, I can create a timeline of the data, like how many deals we collect day by day or things like that. Like answer questions with this data. But 10% of my day is using some kind of script it's like a VBA, but Google Script is the VBA for Google. I created some kind of projection models. I try to use a little bit of Python to do that when I need to project results. Uh, but I can say 90 or 95% of my day by using Excel is taking a table, creating a pivot one, and try to answer some questions like how many deals do you did that? If this person has this data, like if this person is from São Paulo, they did the action that I want to do that or not. I can create a pivot table and structure the data to answer that question.
Nice. And
Yeah.
right now I'm gonna share one thing here with my audience. So, as Vitor has told us, Excel is really important, and if you are learning Excel, if you're learning Excel, whether or not you know the basics or you are already advanced, I strongly recommend you to go to jump on my YouTube channel, and there is a free course for you that I created. Actually, there is two. One to analyze data, and one to budget a um, construction case, a building. So basically, what I teach you is how to go from field data, in this case, working out employees and weeks, salary, people's name, and then I show you how to how to use a few functions to create a table, and from this table, how to get the data that you need using slicers to change every single table at the same time and get the data in one specific week of the year. After doing this analysis, I also teach you how to create a dashboard, and in this dashboard, you can see the employee, the weeks that you were analyzing the data, how much you are claiming, how much was the cost that you have with the employees in that specific week, and the profit that you had in that specific week. I also teach you how to show the site claim, how much money you were actually claiming on each site, and also how many hours every single employee altogether they worked on each site. So it is a really powerful tool to have, and I strongly recommend you to learn it, whether well to do the course whether or not you are beginning in Excel or you are an advanced user. Now, now I remember that you went to Facebook, right?
Yeah, 2018, I guess. Yeah.
2018. When where was it? It was in California.
Yeah, yeah. It's near San Francisco. They had a name, like they created their own city there. But
They created their
yeah,
own city,
they have.
Facebook City.
Yeah, I didn't remember the name, but I went to San Francisco to go to an event there, and I had a friend that had a friend from Facebook, and then they schedule a meeting there just to know the office. It was amazing. Yeah,
How was the experience? Like, what did you learn from that event?
it was like a different world. Like they had Ubers from for Facebooks. Like the city was very. The city is kind of a complex building that everyone from Facebook works there. More than like 20,000 people uh, working there. So imagine like it's a small city with like I don't know more than 10 buildings, huge buildings there, and then you can use Uber. They had their own Uber. You can take a Uber from uh, I don't know like a building for to another one. So this thing like this magnitude of you're like in the city, but the city is just the company. Like for me, it's like mind blowing. We went to the company, and there inside the company, it's another world. Like you have restaurants, you have laundries, you have mailboxes, you have people to help you with your bills or things like that. Like maybe they create an environment that you don't need to leave the company. You can solve your life there. You can bring your children to work, and they can stay there to just to play or just relax. You have massages. You have everything there. Like it was amazing. Uh, but uh, they are very they have a security, a high level security, so you don't have access from when you're visiting. You can access some kind of rooms. So in the middle of the Facebook HQ, there is the the CEO room, like the Zuckerberg room. So you can see that. And if you see Mark Zuckerberg, you can take your phone out your pocket. If you do that, the security is going to go with you and see if you take some photos or things like that. So they are very
Strict.
restricted. Yeah. So they didn't open nothing for us. It was more like let's go around from the office, see the restaurants, we eat there, we take some lunch there. We talked with some designers or some product managers just to understand how they work. So
So you didn't get the chance to take a photo with Zuckerberg.
yeah, no, I didn't see him there. And if I would see him there, I couldn't take the photo because uh, just because of the security. And it's really a city. Like I don't know if you know, but that time they just bought the WhatsApp at that time in 2018, I guess. And the WhatsApp had their own building, and it's kind of like a new company there. So they use it to keep companies like if with your own building, like WhatsApp had your own building, Instagram had your own building, Facebook had your own building, and each building was different for each culture. Like in the Facebook you can see someone playing with scooters or things like that. When you join the WhatsApp building, you can't talk. Like they don't want you talking. Like they like quiet space. like you can talk in the like the building, like it's just because they had this kind of culture of quiet space, they want to think or things like that. So I don't know, like it's
So
very
Facebook was a party place, and WhatsApp
yeah,
was
like a
a
dead
a grandma place.
yeah, it's yeah, it's like that. But it's very
Okay,
unique experience, yeah.
I guess so. And in marketing, how does Facebook and also the other giant tech company, Google, have the capacity to help different types of companies, whether they are small, medium, or big?
Yeah, Facebook and Google and Amazon, they create the digital world. Like uh, the Google and Amazon were the companies that enable the cloud services, this way to create softwares that you can access from any place. And Facebook was the company that connects everyone that independently if you're a person or if you're a company. So these three companies create this environment. So if you're not using Google or Facebook to enable your company digitally, you're doing that wrong because they are the the dad and mom, like I don't know, like
That
they
the
are the
mother
father,
of
yeah, they are the father of the digital world, and everyone is in like it's very difficult. Your audience is not using or not using the Facebook or Meta or any social media from there, or not using Google to solve their problems. So
Facebook has 3 billion users today,
yeah,
and everybody access Google to do anything they want.
yeah, it's very, it's more rare to see to find someone that's not using Facebook that comparing with someone who's using
Well,
Facebook.
the population of the world is a little bit more than 8 billion people.
Yeah,
3 billion are using Facebook. It's more than
it's
it's
almost 50%. Yeah,
it's almost a third.
yeah, but
Yeah, it's
imagine that
almost 50%.
China, China, they don't
They don't
use,
use it.
and they almost the half of the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you
So
need to use Facebook and Google to grow your company digitally. Yeah.
digitally, it's like Facebook and Google for every company because there are many companies that they are not even on Google, and the gross income that they have it's huge as well.
Yeah, it's not the only channel, but if you're creating a new company or a new business, the fastest way to, I said in a digital way, right? Like if you're creating our service or
Product.
if you're not like a physical company like a market or things like that, that even you can use Facebook and Google to grow your physical company. But my suggestion is if you're starting a business, even though it's a physical one, you need to use Facebook and Google to validate that to create your first audience. If you have money, right? Because sometimes to use Google to grow your company, you need to have money. Even though you like, even it's that's like 100,000, $100 per month, but you need to spend a little money to grow your company from there. Facebook, you can use organic strategy, but it's not so fast to do that because you need to create content. You know more, you know a lot about that. Like you need to create content. Sometimes is It's hard to do that in the at the moment. You need to keep pushing, but if you want to validate or create your first audience, you need to be there. This kind of company that they are have like a huge gross margin without Google or without Facebook, maybe they did that before the digital era, or they use it to use this kind of channel, but in the direct way, like they can use just to create a social media, or someone just searching you in Google Maps and find your company, even though you're there. Like, I don't know, I didn't know I was in the Google, but sometimes you're there because your client puts you there. So you need to use Face and Google. I'm a defensor of digital world, and you need to be there, even though if you want to create a organic strategy. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the best digital media channels to reach your users, your clients, your prospects, your leads?
Yeah, depends of your business. Depends on your business, but I will split that into only two ways. Like, if you're a company that sells for a B2C, like business to consumer, you need to be in channels that uh, your audience are. Like, if you're targeting uh, Gen Z, you need to go to TikTok. You need to create some kind of dance or viral dance or things like that, because your audience is there. They are using TikTok every day, Snapchat or things like that. And when you're targeting B2B, like you're selling to another company, you you can use Facebook as well, but you need to go to Google, you need to go to LinkedIn, you need to go to channels that some companies are looking for uh, a kind of service that you've been trying to to do, right? So this is the difference of B2C or B2B, but depends on your target. Like, you need to know your target, your persona, and try to understand which media they are consuming, and then after that you need to be there to talk with them, and then need to know you from there.
Okay, so it's not a matter of just using one channel. It's actually knowing your persona really well to use the channel that
Yeah,
they are
like
using.
you're trying to sell a service for someone who had like 35 or 40 years. Like,
They're on
maybe
Facebook,
they are on Facebook or Google or even Instagram, but
not on TikTok
not in
doing
TikTok,
dancing.
or yeah, or Snapchat or Threads. I don't know these no new social medias. Yeah,
Yeah. Now, if they are 18, they're not on Facebook.
yeah, they are on TikTok.
Now, okay, you have been to Europe recently, and you have also seen different strategies there. Talking about branding around not only Brazil, not only in Europe, but more specifically in Europe and also around the whole world, which marketing strategies are bringing more results to different types of companies?
There is one that I really like it, that called category design. So imagine a situation that uh, you have a problem and you have competitors to solve that problem. So I'm going to give an example, like Nubank, the credit card in Brazil. So imagine the situation that they saw a problem that people suffered with Itaú, Bradesco, or traditional banks, that you need to go to the agency to solve your problems. You need to face some lines to solve your problems, and sometimes you didn't have a chance to solve. You lost a day, work day, and things like that. But the world, the world was there. Like this is the only way to do that. But Nubank came to solve that problem, and they used the strategy of creating a new category. Like you don't need to use a traditional bank. We are a digital bank. Like, oh, digital bank? What the fuck is that? I want to have some place to take my money back. Like, I don't care about digital bank, but they create a strategy that they compared our old way, like traditional banks, a bad way, and they create a narrative, a storytelling of a new way. Like, you can solve your problem just talking with us through phone. You don't need to go to the agency. You can solve your problem in minutes, not hours. You're not going to pay some taxes. Here you can use your credit card without taxes. So they create this narrative of old way. They create this enemy, common enemy with their audience, and they grow from there. So I guess this is the best way to create a brand if you want to use that as a lever of growth, because of there are people that they don't like the service they are using, but they can see any other options about it. Like, I don't like to go to the blockbuster every time to see a movie, but I don't have any other options. So then came Netflix, so a new way to see and watch videos from your home. Like, so
So
I get there is a book called Play Bigger. I don't know the
play
name.
bigger.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the author name, but this book are is designed to learn to teach how to create a new category market to create this narrative. I really enjoyed that. I used that in Octadesk. That helped us to grow a lot. Here, the company that I've been working for, InfraSpeak, we are creating that strategy as well, and it's good to talk this story. It's easy to see that our customers they had a problem, but they don't know how to solve that differently the way they are solving, and we came as a hero, like disruptors, and it's a good way to grow.
Was Octadesk the first company that you worked for in the marketing field?
Yeah, I worked at my first company called PDVend, with PDVend, and then I went to Octadesk. I stayed there like 5 years. Then I jumped to the Alice. Alice is like a health tech in Brazil, but I stayed there just 6 months, I guess, 6, 8 months, and then I came to InfraSpeak. Yeah,
I saw in the news when I think years ago, I don't really remember when, but I saw that the Giant HostGator bought the company that you were working for, Octadesk.
yeah. Local Web bought. We were acquired by Local Web for more like 100 million reais, I guess.
100
So
billion,
millions, yeah.
100 million, 100 million.
But for that time, for a SaaS company in Brazil, it was a huge achievement.
How many
Uh,
employees did you have when you began the
I started
company?
with the I started with them with 15 people, I guess. Then I
15.
left, yeah, 15 in 2017. I left the company at the end of 2021. We had more than 150 people there. I led a team of five. My team had 5 people.
So
But yeah,
2015, you were five, and then
yeah, 2017 we were 10 people,
10.
and then After 5 years, in 2021, we grew to 115, 150. Sorry, yeah,
150. So it was a really
like a 10,
exponential growth.
10 times, yeah,
Yeah, same time. So yeah, but more in 4 years.
in 4 years, yeah,
So this is what we call exponential growth.
yeah. We can use a model. There is a model called triple, 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 double, double. Like,
Triple, 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 double, double.
yeah, I don't know the if there is someone is using that yet, but at the time we used that as a mark that we are doing good. Like, if we triple the revenue every year, the first 3 years, and then after that we needed to double the revenue 2 times. This is the kind of uh, growth ratio we expected. Yeah.
Nice. And how was the feeling that you had back then when you made, well, not you, when the company that you were working for made this deal in a project that you got as a baby, because you were from the really zero to the sales.
Yeah, man, I treated that company as mine, like, because I joined the company, we were 15 and working at for 4 years there. I've been working with Rico in Ueda. They were the founders. So I felt as one as of them. Like, so when we got the deal, I don't know, like, I reached the goal. Like, I did that. Like, imagine like Neymar did the goal in the finals of Olympics. Like,
That was
maybe,
you.
yeah, maybe the same the same experience. Like, yeah, we won the championship. Like, that was
Nice.
the goal. We did that. Like, was
In 4 years.
painful. Yeah, we had a lot of fights. Uh, we worked a lot, but we went well. Like, at the end, uh, I guess my career grew a lot with that case. So after that, I got a lot of jobs. I went to this one to Europe. I've been living in Porto for now, and I know that the reason why I had this job just because I could help the company grow as we did. Yeah.
Nice. Well done. And
Thank you.
back there, no, no worries. Back there was, were you already doing LinkedIn branding yourself to the market?
If I do that,
Were you, yeah, were you doing that?
yeah. I need to be honest. I need to have more frequency of that, but I've been trying to do that because LinkedIn for me it's the best channel. I had a good network there. I have a lot of connections, so I can create content there and engage with people. But yeah, yeah, I try
So,
to use Instagram, but my audience they are not using Instagram because it's
so
very
you used,
specific, like growth, PLG, product management. It's very niche, and in the LinkedIn, for me, seems like the best channel. Yeah.
okay. And how important is it to have a personal branding on LinkedIn, which is, I think, the most professional uh, channel that we have out there, rather than the others that we have been talking about? How important is it to have your personal brand not only on LinkedIn but in every channel?
Uh, if you're a peop if you're a person that seeks opportunity, job opportunity, not just a new job like into another company, but you want to, I don't know, do some consultancies or make more extra money or things like that, you need to be seen for by someone. Like you can you can make money in your house. Like I am here studying a lot. I expect someone call me and give me a chance to like it's not gonna happen. Like you need to be seen by someone. So it's very important if you're trying to seek more opportunity to make money or new job or to I don't know like this in August I started to to write some articles there, and in 2 or 3 weeks I was invited to join the EFTL to give some courses, and I received an invite to participate from for a podcast from it's a good podcast for product management just because
What's
someone
the podcast's name?
called Product Gurus. I needed to record again, but they invited me to join the podcast just because someone read my article and see, oh, maybe this person had something to talk. So answering your question, uh, if you want to be seen by someone and create opportunities for your life, you need to be there and be yourself. Like create a, you need to just have a frequency of posting or content or things like that. Someone's going to see your post, you're going to see the value of that, and other one could call you and say like, man, can you help me? I have money here to give to you, but I have like I don't know, like a mentorship or a consultancy or just a formation word to help me. Uh, it will appear if you appears like
Nice. So the tip here is keep posting content out there until you get the attention by someone that you want, whether it's a company, whether it's a client, whether it's
in the LinkedIn
any.
you can find like you can search someone from your channel, connect with all of them, try to talk with them, like send a message. Oh man, I have this kind of content. Do you mind if you take a look and see if it works for you, if you like it? Try to create your audience one by one, and then after that you can create your network connections to share your content uh, for a while, yeah. But you need to keep pushing. You need to have this kind of frequency.
How
And
easy is to create networking through LinkedIn, or how difficult?
it's not seems hard, but it's not because I don't know, or I have a lucky or but if you connect with someone by your being yourself, like not with that like copy paste message, like like you said, like, oh, hi, Kirino, I saw you're a civil engineer. I've been trying to create a software for this area. Can we talk for like 10 minutes just to show you for something like that? As the people from LinkedIn, in my experience, tends to be very helpful. Like they like to help, they like to engage. They are there for that. Like they are there in the LinkedIn to create network, to connect people, to understand what is going to work. So it's it's like work. You need to work on that, but there will be someone that will help you. Like they will accept your network. They want to talk with you.
Nice, nice. So for all the audience, for everybody that is listening, if you seeking for an opportunity, whether it's work or to build networking, go on LinkedIn and keep posting. Just keep posting, Vitor.
Yeah, yeah. Keep posting, connect with people that the same area of you, just to create this audience. Because if you don't have the audience, even though you're creating content no one's going to read. So start connection with these guys and create some content. don't don't be upset like, okay, my content just received like one like, okay man, it happens. You're not going to have like 1000 likes if you don't have 10 people in your audience. Like, you're not a superstar. So
No.
yeah, so you need to
Even for superstars, took them a
yeah,
while. They began with zero.
yeah. So you need to create content by yourself, just by being yourself, trying to help someone. Like, if you have this mind, like, I want to create this content because someone's going to read and I'm going to help this person. If you helped if you help just one person, you did your job. Like, if you have this mindset, uh, I, I guess it's like my guess is you're going to reach your goal of 1,000 or 100,000 per people reading your content. But you need to have a purpose of that, like, not just seeking money. Like, I want to help someone with my content. I want to read someone that I know had a problem that I can help them to solve it. So try to be this person, and I truly believe that this positivity and this mindset of throwing benefits for someone, the universe will bring more opportunities or bring more things for you.
Okay, what goes around comes around.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and jumping from LinkedIn and social media to languages now, not only in Brazil, but you have just arrived in Brazil, right? Because you were in
Yeah.
Portugal a
Just
few
a
weeks ago.
yeah, yeah.
So
Just a like a month. Yeah.
okay, so we are talking about two countries that both speak Portuguese. The main language is Portuguese, but like you said, people who speak English um, they are the market seeks for those people. Globally speaking, how important is to know, I'm gonna say English because it's the business language, but I want to go further. How important is to know two or three languages in the corporative world?
Yeah. Well, so knowing English, it's
It's
mandatory.
the
Like,
basics now.
the basics. Yeah. For two reasons. The first one is that I said previously. Like, you can access education level that someone without English can't, because the most the best contents, they tend to be in English. They are not going to launch the best book of like performance in Portuguese. Like, they are going to do that in English. But knowing more than that, like Portuguese, Spanish, or French, or things like that, in my experience, uh, didn't affect me. Like, I don't need to understand Spanish or French or things like that. Just because the English uh, can support everything. Like, at the company that I've been working for, we had people from everywhere, like Argentina or Spain, France, England, Colombia, Brazil. So we had like a lot of languages, right? But I can talk with a French just with English, and they need to talk with me in English. Uh, but I will defend the way, like, if you want to be a professional, a different professional, if you know more languages, you're going to be like a desirable one. Like, if I know like Spanish, maybe I could have more opportunities, more projects here. The company I've been working for, just because we had this market, like we tackle Spain, we tackle Argentina, Colombia, and we can talk with these customers just because I don't know Spanish, right? So it's the third, the fourth, fifth language going to be more a differentiator than the mandatory skill, right?
Okay. So just learn English and that's it.
Yeah, I
Well, I
think
mean, to the corporation, to the corporative world.
yeah, yeah. But I tend to I want to learn more languages just because living in Europe, I like to go to some place that I want to use their language. Like I don't want to go to Paris by talking English. Like I want to go there and try to speak French because you're going to have a different experience there if comparing if you're going to there like talking in English. Like it's a beautiful language. They going to treat you better than others. I don't know. Like I like to have this uh, kind of be polite. Like I don't want to go to their home and try to talk another language, force them talk in other language. Like I don't know.
This is an interesting thing, and I have 2 points of view, right? So, if any English speaker go to Brazil, they want to talk with people in English, which is their language. They do not learn Portuguese, and well, it's understandable because English is a powerful language all over the world. But now you are a Brazilian, and you are saying that you want to go to other countries and speak their own language, not in English,
Yeah.
which is good. And the other thing is, it happened to me. I think that I told you a while ago that I was learning a little bit of Japanese, and I I was in a back there. I was in a train station, and I got the train, and suddenly I was just speaking to a Japanese speaker in Japanese, and there was interesting to see the reaction of that person because she began to she started speaking Japanese with me, and then I was like, "Hey, hey, hey, just stop, because I can't understand any more thing that you're saying. My Japanese is just too basic for that." But just to see the reaction and the reception, how she received that message was different. So it's interesting to go to other places and speak the local language.
Yeah. Living in Europe, using your first example, like here because I'm not in Europe right now, but in Europe they tend to use English, and people respond in English because they are more uh, comfortable by talking in English. Like in Brazil, it's not easy. It's hard to see someone that they are like in the service level, they are in this kind of job talking English. It's very hard to see someone that. But I guess the immigrants or the tourists that came to Brazil, they forgot that. They thought that okay, maybe I'm here in Europe, I'm going to try English because there they can use English easier than here. But I think that Brazil is a tourist uh, country. So by being a tourist, like tourism country, maybe the politicians, I don't know, we needed like a program to help our service level learn English because I think we can grow a lot here from this channel like uh, tourism because by living in Europe. there in Portugal, everyone wants to go to Brazil sometime, to know Brazil. Like they like the stories here in Brazil, without the violence, because they think they think that Brazil is just like beaches and violence. Like it's not this one. Like we
No.
have a lot of things here, but I guess if you have this kind of level of service of tourism, we could be better. Like I don't know.
No, I understand you because yeah, there are also some Aussies that they have been to Brazil already, and now some of them they want to go, and it's interesting to see not everybody's ways of looking into different countries, but how many of them have different experiences when it comes to Brazil. Many of them will only see Brazil as a dangerous country and as a country that you should go only to travel. But there are others that they actually want to go to Brazil, and not some of them they have been there. And they see Brazil as a country that there is a lot of opportunity to do business, and over time we see companies and people from not much from Australia, but from Europe and from the US going to Brazil to create new companies there.
Yeah,
So not everybody sees Brazil only as a dangerous place
yeah.
to go.
Maybe in Portugal they had this vision, because in Portugal there are a lot of Brazilians living there just because they decided to leave the Brazil just because of the security. Like there are a lot of people from like Rio de Janeiro there, and Rio de Janeiro is just one of the, I don't know, like 27 states. I don't know.
Yeah.
I forgot the name, the number. But they had this vision that it's not the reality, the whole reality here.
No. Okay. And last topic, mental health. I strongly believe that many of us have gone or are going through difficult, tough times, right? I think that everybody has a different journey, has a different story. How important is it to keep mind and body active to perform well at work? And actually, how to do that, right? How to keep your mind and body health in a really noisy area that we live.
Great. I guess like to do a good job, you need to have a good baseline. Like in this baseline, it's almost your body and your mind. Like if you don't have a good body, and you don't have a good health, and you don't have a good mind, you can perform well. Like you can do the job. So if you're struggling in your job, take a look from yourself. Like you're sleeping good. You sleeping like 80 hours per day? Are you taking like sunlight from every day? Are you drink water? Uh, are you eating? I What are you eating? Like you eating junk foods? You're eating fruits, things like that. Simple things like that is going to help you to create micro habits that makes your body better. And then after you build these habits, then after that, in my case, I did that in this previous 2 years. Like I decided to slow down in my job and prefer to work to my body, to work to my mental health. And it's not a a day, like a month job. Like I won't solve my mental problem or my body problem in a month. It's for me to take took like 2 years to do that. Like nowadays, I had I have my habits. Like I don't I don't work at my workout time. Like I have my workout time. I don't even care if I don't have like, oh, I forgot the job. I forgot that report. I don't mind. I'm going to the workout, and the next day I will do this report because one thing that I learned from my previous job at Octadesk, sometimes we felt that company is ours and it's not true. So your job is not your life. Your job is just a way to make your life better. Like the job is the way to we live in a life that we need money to live, and your job is just a way to do that. And to be happy, you need to do that by doing something that you like it, because it's not it's not good for your mental health or your life. Make money with something that you don't like to do, but you don't need to work 94 like 24 hours per 7 for someone that the other day can fire you just because they decided, right? If you have your own business, it's fine. Yeah, you can do that because it's yours. But 90% of people think that they need to work 24 per 7 to someone's company, and just to create a good career. But you can do that just working 8 hours and work that in the smarter way. And working in a smarter way is solving your problem, your physical one. You have energy to focus on your 8 hours, because sometimes I see people working 24 hours per 7, but they just perform like 2 hours per day, because the other 22 hours they are working, using Instagram, talking with the mom, talking with the girlfriends talking with them like in the WhatsApp every time. Oh, where are you? I want to talk with you. Okay, I'm just working. Like you can stop and focus for 2 hours to do your job. If you do that every day, 2 3 hours per day, I guarantee you can do all your job that you're trying to do like in your 20 hours per day. Like, but this is the hard part, because you need to have a good body, you need to have a good mental health to have this kind of deep level of focus, right?
So would you say health, family, work?
Yeah, you
Health,
you as
you
a health,
first,
you first as a mental and physical health. Family, you need to have a good network, you need to have good people, and family and friends, like your people there, that people you trust, and then work. Yeah,
and then work. And don't die for a
yeah,
company
don't die
that
for
is gonna
others.
kick
Like,
you out.
yeah, don't die for others, man. That I did that. They said to me that, okay, you're going to earn 1% for our company, please stay here. And then after they sold the company, they just give me thumbs up. Sorry, you shouldn't do that. I'm really sorry. Okay, don't mind. I appreciate the experience. Uh, they gave me a lot of things as well. Like I went to San Francisco twice. I went to the Disney. They bought me a courses. They invested me. So I'm very I'm very happy with them. But uh, as I said, like people, they had their problems. If you don't have a job, if you don't have your own business, don't don't force a lot. Like try to be your the best version as every day, but work just the 8 hours or less. If you work at home, work less in the middle, and try to create your business by using another space. Like 2 hours of my day, I'm going to try to create my own business, and these 6 hours I've been trying to be my best in this job, just because this job is uh my main
Source
goal.
of income.
Yeah, my source of income. But yeah,
Nice. Thanks for sharing.
yeah, nice.
Um, Now we are pretty much getting at the end of this episode, and I would like to announce an event here that I am working on. So for all my audience, I'm working on a course that I'm gonna be launching on next year, which is pretty much about building information modeling, where it involves modeling in Revit, Excel, MS Project, and doing cost analysis. And I'm gonna launch the pre-event on May 2024. So if you are already subscribed in my mail list, you are gonna get all the notes from there. If you are not, please subscribe. I will leave my the subscription link in this episode, and feel free to jump on my website, on my YouTube channel, and see the work I'm doing there. There is a lot of information, and there is more coming up. For my next episode, I'm gonna receive a structural engineer here, and we are only going to talk about not only, but we are going to talk a lot about modeling and perhaps do a model here in live. Okay, so it's really interesting. Just come. It's gonna happen on next weekend, the 19th, and everybody's really welcome to join us and ask questions. Vitor, thanks a lot for coming. I really appreciate that. And I wish you all the best in your career, and well done for everything that you have been doing. And um, congrats for the new. I think the new beginning that you have just begun in the company that you are working for, right? That you
Yeah,
are working at.
yeah. Thank you for having me here, for the invite. It's a pleasure to be here to share a little bit of my experience. I expect that I could help someone today. And please, guys who are listening, please, if you want to talk a little bit about growth or things like that, please connect with me in the LinkedIn. I will be very open to help you with something that I could help. Thank you, Kirina, for the invite, and congrats for your journey as well. Yeah.
Thank you. I will leave your LinkedIn profile on this episode, and everybody who wants to know more about growth, like he said, just contact him through the link.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Victor. I'm finishing now. See ya, guys. See ya next weekend.